So that is us wrapped up another Ready for Anything retreat, this time here in Cyprus. But you know what? I'm going to let our clients do the talking for how good these weeks actually are.
I've been wanting to do something like this for such a long time, just to get around like-minded people. I've never trained as much in my life.
What drew you to our retreat?
I think just seeing the community that you've built up. I mean, I only discovered you through Instagram, but just to push out and meet people, I knew that it would be a good bunch of people to be around.
Has it lived up to your expectations?
100% and more. Biggest takeaway, there's a lot of work to be done, but I know that I can do it, and it's really opened my eyes to that belief that I'm not going to give up on myself, and I have got what it takes to get where I want to be in life.
How did you feel before coming away on the retreat?
Nervous.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously I'd never really met anyone before and then spent a whole week in a villa together, so I was nervous coming along but excited, and I think as soon as I got here those nerves settled down, and by the end of the week I think I've got friends for life.
And what would you say to somebody that was on the fence about coming along?
You won't regret it. Honestly, I think the biggest thing for me was if I didn't say to Christian that day, let's go with it, I would have probably backed out. But I'm so glad that I didn't, because it's been a trip that I'll carry with me for a very long time.
I've had the best time, like genuinely the best time. And I think I was very excited coming, but I was a bit unsure about what to expect, having been on the one last year. And because I had such a good time, I almost felt like, how can anything top that? And obviously there's some of the guys that were here last year, again this year, but some of them aren't. So because we built such a strong connection and bond, I kind of thought, oh, is it going to be the same? But genuinely, it's just been amazing. And I just feel like I've totally switched off. I've just felt like me, which is, I guess, what I haven't felt like in a long time. One of the last nights where we sat around the table and we were just playing a card game, no phones, like everyone was just having a laugh and just enjoying each other's company. And it was one of those moments where I just sat there and went, this is my life. Like, I get to spend time and do things like this with people like me. Really good, really, really good. Lots of variety, lots of new things as well. And I just feel like I've pushed myself so much harder. Like, I'm sure everyone said the same thing, where they felt like they've trained hard, but this was like another.
Grafter award.
I know. Go me.
And what did you learn about yourself this week that you didn't know already?
That I need to spend more time with people like this and less time with people that aren't like this, basically. Yeah. I don't feel like you need to be a certain type of person, which I think is the best part about this. Like, everyone's so different and everyone's come from different backgrounds, and like, I would never have met any of these people if it wasn't for things like this. So yeah, genuinely, anyone.
You're arranging the meet up now?
Yeah, I'm in charge of the reunion.
Yeah,
I'm the mum of the group.
Yeah.
Just unbelievable. Although I came to the first one last year and it was just like you guys, it was discovering something new. They're just the best weeks. Like I was saying yesterday, you're surrounded by people who you would never usually meet in other realms of the world. You meet people that are cool, funny, people that in my line of work I would have never met otherwise. And it's always just an amazing week. And last year was such a good week. I knew I was going to have a good time, but I was a little bit unsure of like, is it basically going to match last year? Because I had such high expectations and such high memories from last year, and it's just exceeded them. And I think that like this retreat has been a level up because the training aspect of it has been like so good, because it's been like, well, it's the first time ever I've came away and I'm not coming away feeling like I've lost fitness. I just feel like I've got fitter. They're like the thing that I probably look forward to most, and like obviously we've spoken about them next year, and I'm like I'm there, and yeah, they're brilliant.
Said it exceeded your expectations in what way?
I mean, first of all, like I said, the training, because last year, like, you know, it was good, but obviously, you know, it was obviously a little bit more limited with like the equipment that we had, and I think the general vibe of last year was more like a holiday, whereas this would be more of like, yeah, it's had that holiday aspect, but in a really good way. It's had that thing of like, you're coming and you're training hard, which I think for like, considering obviously like this group in general though, has only had a lot of like, everyone here trains in general. I think for us, like, to come and still able to train like a high intensity pretty much every day, it just feels good. And for me anyway, it allows me to, like, I feel like I can relax more when I've done my training. I think with it's exceeded my expectations because I didn't think I could get on as well with everyone as I did last year. And I'm actually surprised at how well I've got on with everyone again, because I was like, oh, the retreat last year, that was the first group. They're the group. It's not going to be the same this year. And it has been. The best bit was probably, what was the best bit? That's a tough question. The double training day we done on Wednesday, because that was like probably one of the hardest days of training I've probably ever done. And it was cool thinking, oh my God, I've done that on a holiday. Just to be able to do a run where it was like 6 a.m, it was sunny, it was nice, it wasn't cold, you were by the sea, it's just amazing. Probably just yesterday, sitting playing cards, like no phones, just
Yeah, that was good, wasn't it?
in the moment, yeah, just relaxing and just sort of like not thinking about work and commitments. Just sort of like feeling like big kids. I'm coming back now, like I've learned stuff, like I've learned about pacing, like ski, row, like all the lot of stuff that like I would never usually really do, and it's stuff that's actually going to help me when I go back home.
Somebody was on the fence about coming
Oh,
to one of our retreats. What would you say to them?
yeah, I mean, like, get your spot quickly because I'll take it. Look, at the end of the day, when somebody comes to one of these things, everybody knows that the first thing they're always going to come across is always going to be investment. It is like, that's just like the first thing. And I think it's like, for me, there could have been so many other things that I probably would have spent the money that I spent on this, but I wouldn't have got like anything back. Like I could have spent this money and gone on like a typical holiday, like Tenerife or something like that. But I wouldn't have learned anything. I definitely wouldn't have came back feeling fitter. This experience, it will do a lot for you. You'll come back a better person, a fitter person, a smarter person, like a happier person, and you'll just come back like you're probably going to come if it's your first retreat. You're probably going to come with your best friends or your closest friends back home, being people that you've probably known for years and years. But you'll come away from it thinking, oh, I'll need to meet up with that person that I met on the retreat, and you might have to travel to meet them, and then you meet them, and then you meet more people, and it's like from the first retreat, I've obviously met somebody who I now consider a pretty good friend, and like, yeah, just like it's just a really fun week. It's just really, really fun. On the fence, I can't, like, I literally, like, I'll hold a fucking banner and say come, and yeah, obviously you've obviously given us a little bit of a sneak preview into what you've got planned for next year, and yeah, myself along with, I'm sure the others here, it's like, yeah, I'm there. So yeah, get your spaces quickly. I think it's the dream, like training in the sun, eating good food. I don't think you can get a better life.
Yeah, can't beat it.
No, you can't. Literally can't.
Yeah, we'll see you in the next one.
I'll see you in the next one. I'll see you in Marbella.